Hey, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Date Night Cooking with DJ. Tonight, we're going to be making tacos. So, I'm going to start off with my ground beef. I will also be cooking chicken tacos tonight as well. So, with my ground beef, I'm going to start off with my onion powder. And this is the 70 30 ground beef. So, it does have 30% fat. And I'm also going to be using some garlic powder. And this is, it's not quite a pound of ground beef. It's a little under a pound. Um, but I will be the only one eating beef tacos tonight. So I will have some leftovers. And so I'm going to let that cook down. I got my eyes set on a medium high, or medium is not quite high. And I'm going to also add some salt and pepper to taste. And this is going to be very quick, nothing fancy about it, just quick and simple. And I'm adding some lemon pepper as well. I'm just going to stir that all in and get those flavors going. So I'm also going to be using some beef bouillon powder, and I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons just to enhance that beef flavor. This is optional, you don't need it. I just like to do it sometimes, not all the times, but it does enhance the flavor. And this is a cheap, quick and easy, simple taco dinner. Alright, so I drained my ground beef, and I'm going to be adding it back to my skillet. And right now I have my eye off just so the beef won't keep cooking and, you know, producing more oils. So I added a half a cup of water to my drained ground beef, and I'm going to be using this McCormick original taco seasoning pack. And I'm just going to add that to my ground beef and stir it in. Like I said, guys, nothing fancy, no fancy ingredients, just a simple taco dinner, quick and easy. So I'm just stirring in that McCormick taco seasoning. And I'm going to move on to my chicken tacos. My husband likes chicken tacos, so we're going to be doing that. And I'm just adding in a little oil. And I have 3 strips of chicken breast. I'm going to turn my eye on. And he loves lemon pepper, so I'm going to put some lemon pepper on his chicken. And I'm also going to be using some seasoning salt as well. And I want to say ahead of time, guys, we do not like a whole lot on our tacos. We just do lettuce and cheese, sour cream, and taco sauce. We don't really eat, tomatoes on our tacos, but you can also always add tomatoes, onion, any type of vegetables, or anything that you like to your tacos. This is just the basics. So I'm just going to add my chicken to my skillet. And I'm going to let the chicken cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side because I don't want it to overcook, because I will be taking it out, cutting it up, and putting it back into the skillet so that I can add in the seasonings. And also, I am going to be using fajita seasoning on my chicken tacos. So my chicken has been cooked about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So I'm going to take them out and cut them up. And this part, you want to be careful because your chicken is hot, so you don't want to burn yourself. And if when you're cutting your chicken, if you see some areas that could have stood to be cooked longer, don't worry about those because we will be adding the chicken back to the skillet, so it will continue to cook. But for right now, we do not want to dry out our chicken by overcooking it. And yeah, so this part is pretty self-explanatory. Cutting my chicken up, and I'm gonna add I have my fajita seasoning, and I'll be adding about a half a cup of water to my skillet. That's just gonna help my fajita seasoning to blend really well with my chicken. And I'm gonna add my chicken back to the skillet. And I have my eyes set to a low setting. It doesn't really have to be high, just enough for the seasonings to simmer into the chicken. So I added my sauce pack, my fajita sauce pack, and I'm just going to stir that in. Yeah, I just turned my eye down to a simmer, and this entire meal didn't take but about 10 minutes, 10-20 minutes, because I was just taking my time. I wasn't in a rush. I would say 10 minutes cook time and about 20 minutes if you add the preparations. So I got my chicken done. And I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon just to add a little flavor to my chicken. And like I said, the step of adding that is not necessary. It's just something you can do to just enhance the flavor of chicken. So that's done. I'm just stirring it in. And now I'm going to move on to my Mexican rice. And you guys, this is nothing fancy. Just, I think I paid $1 for it. Mexican rice. This is a simple, cheap meal that you can do on a budget for date night. And so I just got about a little over a cup of water into my boiler. And you want to heat that to a boil, adding your rice. And you're just going to put a cover on it and let it simmer for about 7 minutes, and stir it occasionally so it won't stick to your boiler. But the rice is pretty self-explanatory as well, and I will be adding salt and pepper to taste, but you can add any type of seasoning that you like, and also a teaspoon of butter. I'm sorry, a tablespoon of butter. So you do want to heat this to a boil and put a top on your boiler and let it cook. After you put your top on, you do want to turn it down to a simmer. You don't want to leave it on boiling heat. And just let it cook for 7 minutes, and that's pretty simple on the rice, guys. And there you have it. This is the end. Please like the video and subscribe. Thank you.